How has y'all shadow phases been? I'm gonna say the past couple of times, like through the cycles and from full moon to new moon, like however you want to put it. Like how, because my shadow phases has been intense, yo.
Yeah.
Like the shadow work is, I had to put in deeper, harder work just to get some type of clarity. You see what I'm saying? So I know if mine is like that, I know it's got to be so many more people that shadow work is becoming more and more difficult to deal with. You see, like,
It's one of those things, like, for me anyway, the like I started very gentle, right? Like,
mm,
because it's, especially when it's something that you're doing mostly on your own, um, you don't want to put yourself back in a place of re-traumatizing yourself when you're going through the shadow.
Yeah, I can see how it's
So I've been
easier.
doing it really slow, really gentle, but you're right. I'm in that place now, but I think it might, I wasn't sure if it was just because I've gotten through the easy shadow. Now I'm facing the really dark shit that, has been around for a really long time, that doesn't want to go anywhere. That's, part of my ancestral trauma, part of all these other things that are old and it's been with me for a long time. That's the dark shit. That's the heavy shit. And I'm wondering, I'm like, is it getting harder because it's the older, darker, heavier shit that I've gotten to now? Or is it harder because of the way the energies are on the planet?
I don't know. It's like I have to become aware, like to
So
what my
maybe
thoughts is doing to my body. You feel me? Because one night I'm sitting here doing shadow work. I want to say like 2 nights ago, and I seriously had to become aware of what my thoughts was doing in my heart because my heart kept boom, 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 like I was there, but I was right here. But it felt like I went back there, and I'm like, so now I gotta pay attention to my mind and my body as I'm doing shit. Like, come on, like how much more do we have to deal with? Like,
It's a lot, man. Yeah.
you got
yeah,
to deal with the body and shadow as well, because those traumas, those behaviors, those reactions that we experience, they get stuck in our body.
They get stored, yeah. So
It's
even
stored
though
in
you
your
did mental,
body.
spiritual,
Body
emotional work, yeah, it's in
has
the body.
memory. Your body's storing that memory in its own way, just the
mhm,
same way as your thoughts are. So if you're only processing the thought, you're only doing half the work. So your body is trying to tell you right now, you got to get into releasing that somatically as well,
Yeah.
and not just do the thought work, not do that. Like, for me, my thing to release my deepest part of my shadows that I've dealt with so far, I literally had to go stand by the river and scream my fucking face off. Like, I just let it out. I let out all the rage and all the anger that I had repressed all those years ago.
I am
Everything I
so
ever
afraid
wanted
to
to
do that.
say, everything I ever wanted to say to people who'd never listened to me or refused to hear me out about what was going on with me and my body, I let it out. I screamed to the water, I screamed to the trees, I let it out. And then when I was done, I cried and I gave gratitude to the trees and to the river for taking that away from me, and
Mm.
for just taking that and transfiguring it into something more beautiful that it can be used to benefit the planet instead of damaging me. And that is what I got shown in my shadow work. It's not just about changing your thoughts and behaviors, it's about releasing it from your body as well, and getting that out there, getting out what was trapped in your system physically to
Mhm.
release. Because if you don't, that shadow 10, 20 years from now will come back up when your body wants to acknowledge it.
Mm.
So start looking into somatics if you haven't
I keep
already.
hearing that.
I
That's a
have,
down I keep
I
getting. So I
have,
think I needed. I think that's my last.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say last step
Yeah,
because I think there's
you got to get
always
that shit
levels of
out of
shadow
your
work we're doing.
physical
Yeah.
vessel, because it's your physical vessel is what keeps you
Mm.
here in this reality. And if you're not treating that, you're not treating the whole package. And parts of you are going to get left behind here during the shift, because
yeah, I don't want that.
it's not changing with
Yeah.
your soul. It's your soul and body are no longer aligned because there's too much shadow and density in the body, but the
Mm.
soul has done the work. So you gotta help them to integrate by releasing it physically too.
Is
So
that
that's
also
what it
breath
is. Just
work
be
too? Is
less dense.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
breath work is a big part of
Or like
somatics.
meditation, or do you have anything you would recommend for that?
Um, for me, I actually talked a little bit about this today in my session on Instagram because I was talking about shadow work and how I got to where I am today. And yeah, just like what I do when I'm doing my shadow work is I make sure I'm in a secluded place so that if stuff comes out and I feel like I've got to scream my head off, I can. If I feel like I want to pick up a rock and throw it, I can. I'm not going to hurt anybody. Like I allow myself to be in a place where I can physically let these reactions come out and as this at the same time that I'm processing that. So somatics breath work is one of the best things
Mm.
because when you're using your breath, you're creating expansion and contraction in the body, and you can find out where the tight spots are,
Mm,
and you can put work into the
Yeah.
tight spots, the dense spots, the places that you feel sticky and stuck
mm.
in the
Okay.
body, and
Is
just
Wim
start
Hof breath work?
breathing.
Is Wim Hof breath work considered somatic breath work? That's
Yeah,
pretty deep. Okay.
yeah, I do. That was actually the first type of breath work that I started with, and that's
Okay.
what started me on the path. So I do actually recommend Wim.
I do that
Uh,
all the time. Yeah, I didn't know if that was considered somatic or not. Yeah.
Mm.
it's similar. It's like his version of it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
You know what I've
But
been seeing lately? Can you help me understand these like these ice baths people be doing?
oh yeah, I'm doing that too. So
Oh, yeah.
the reason why you're doing I don't do baths. I do like I will put myself in like the hottest fucking shower I can stand,
Mm,
and then I'll do my breath work while I'm in the shower, and as I'm exhaling, I'll change it to cold. And usually like on an exhale, the cold water will hit me, and I just breathe into the cold water, let it hit the parts of my body that are, feeling dense and sticky, get myself
so
a cold
changing
so that
vibrations in the body.
yeah. So what happens with the hot cold is you are your lymphatic system, your body's detox system, which doesn't have a pump to pump itself. You have to physically move your body to get those toxins out of your system. Most people this day and age don't move their bodies enough. We have very
Yeah.
toxic, overloaded lymphatic systems. The hot cold treatment is another way to kickstart your lymphatic system to pump. Because when
Mm.
you go from hot, relaxed state to contracted cold, your lymphatics all pump like to tense up, and that's what gets it flowing. So that will
Oh.
actually help to detoxify your body on a much deeper level. So
Mhm.
if you're feeling called to do the cold treatments or the cold, like the cold dunks or baths, I would recommend listening to that message
Okay.
because there's something in your system that needs to be released in that way. And the lymphatic system is the most toxic system in the human body because it doesn't have a pump. And its only way to flush is deep movement, really, and doing the hot cold treatments. And people don't do those things enough.
Mm.
So we're just walking around with super toxic bodies,
I like going to
wondering
sauna
why.
too. Yeah, sweating
Yeah,
stuff. I feel the need to do
sweating
that.
helps.
Yeah.
Sweating does help with it, but what it does is it keeps the I believe it's dilated, so it keeps the system more open,
Mm,
which means it's a little bit more susceptible, I believe, to taking in more toxins. But when you do the cold, it contracts and pushes everything out. So when you end on the cold, it helps to close the system and allows it for um, nothing super new to like. Actually, no, this is wrong. I shouldn't be saying this. This is not right.
mm. Go
Um,
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. This is good. This is good. Let it
No,
flow.
I'm being told that it's like I'm getting a download, but the way that I'm expressing it isn't quite right. So I don't want to give
Okay.
people the wrong information
Okay.
about the lymphatic system because it
Okay. Well,
is
look. Let me ask you this question then.
people can
Okay.
actually research how the lymphatic system is how it pumps and works, but
Okay.
it's the most toxic system in our bodies,
Hmm.
Okay.
and it is the one that needs the most help to actually detoxify itself. So,
Mm.
and the
Goodness.
only way to do
Goodness.
it is movement and hot and cold.
Okay.
Okay. Now, how do you do it? Like 10 minutes cold, 10 minutes hot, or 5 minutes cold, 5 minutes hot?
Now, it's difficult to do. Your body goes into shock. I started with 30 seconds as hot as possible and 30
Okay.
seconds as cold as possible. Keep
Okay.
breathing. Like, make sure you maintain the breath when you're doing the switch.
Mm-hmm.
Once you can handle 30 seconds
Mm.
for about a week, move it up
Mm-hmm.
to 45 seconds to a minute. And just do a week
Oh,
at a time, just
okay.
acclimatize yourself. Just go up every week by 15 seconds to 15 to 30 seconds just to get yourself acclimatized. The ideal time is like 5 minutes and 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
If you can go longer, it's even better. But 5 minutes is a great time to work into your regular daily routine before you go to work, like on your shower, like after you're done in the gym. It's a really good practice to do after you're done in the gym because your system, you've moved, you've sweated, all of your systems are pumping and moving. That will help to kickstart your lymphatic system or to finish off the pump of the lymphatic system from your movement. So whatever
Okay.
toxins were being kicked up during that workout will be flushed out of your system if you do the cold, hot, cold at the end of your workout.
Okay. Can I ask you something else?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, like after you worked up the sweat, you done sweated everything out, you done all your breath work and everything. And after you doing all your breath work, you notice you lose weight. Like when you're doing it right. Like I done lost so much weight.
I was
How
noticing that
do
too.
how do I like start like bringing on the shape, like adding on the I guess the right muscle. You see what I'm saying? Like, cause I done all that. Like I've noticed my eating habits and I changed my eating habits up. I noticed how often I used to eat and why I used to eat like that because I used to be depressed about a lot of things. So
Mm.
I started noticing that. So I started changing up my habits. I started changing, but now I done lost so much weight. It's like now I'm trying to put some muscle on. But it's like all I do is just sit here, and it's like, dude, like how do I get that energy going, that flow? Because I feel like it's a blockage somewhere. You see, because I could do the breath work, I can go out there, I can work up a sweat, by doing breath work and deep meditation to get the sweating from the breath work. Like I do all that. By me doing all that, I noticed I lost so much weight, and I'm like, how in the world did I lose weight without exercise? So it got me kind of baffled. You see, to the point where I want to stop doing it. You see what I'm saying? Because maybe I'm overdoing something, but it gives me this energy. Because when I don't do it, I'm sitting here like I'm writing things, I'm writing downloads, but I don't have that energy to like get up and just do a few push-ups or do a few pull-ups or just go jog for a second. Like how do I build up that energy? If you get what I'm saying.
That is more based around, in my experience anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I get the same thing. I'm just like, I want to do this. I'm like, I want it, but the action is missing. The drive to start the
Yeah.
action is
Yeah.
missing. I
Mm-hmm.
want something
Yeah.
so bad, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't get myself to do it, and that's more of a self-sabotage. That's
Okay.
that's a thought that you have to find that is swimming in your head that either makes you think it's not worth it,
Mm.
you're not worth it, you're not worthy of it, or somebody's going to judge you for doing that for yourself. You've got to figure out what the belief is
Mm.
that stops you or makes you go, yeah, I'm not going to do that right now, maybe later. You got to, and you're really good at going inside and
Mm-hmm.
discovering these things. Ask yourself a couple simple questions. What is it that I'm thinking on a regular basis that's keeping me from attaining my goals?
Yeah.
And go into meditation
Okay.
and just ask yourself that question.
Okay.
What one am I willing to take to help me tone up my muscle?
There it goes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. What am I willing to do right now to get myself moving? And just ask yourself those questions. And then when you come out of the meditation, take action on it immediately.
Hmm. Okay.
Take, like, whatever the answer was. If it was like you need to drink a glass of water, count to 10, and do some jumping jacks, that's what you have to fucking do. Like,
You know
whatever.
what? You know what? Now check this out. During meditation, right? I see myself jogging, but I see it in third person. So I'm like, okay, is this my body way of
You need
saying
to
go
jog. Your
jog?
body's trying to tell you to go jog, and you can actually
But I done lost so much weight without doing anything. So it's like,
the the jogging will help you tone up muscles
mm,
in your core because you're keeping yourself upright. You don't even realize how much core muscle happens when you do a gentle jog. So
mm,
your legs and your core will start to tone up. If you start
okay,
using weights on your wrist and really going
okay,
for it,
I
you can get
got
a
you.
little bit of an arm workout in that too. But
Okay,
if you're being shown jogging, that's what your body is asking of you. It's
okay,
you're asking you know it's that other level of awareness. If I keep seeing this over and over again, that just means that's for me. And
hmm
like I this similar thing happened to me. Like I kept seeing things about magnesium
mm,
intake, and I was like trying to wonder. I'm like, why am I so exhausted? Why is this? And I kept being shown magnesium, magnesium, magnesium. And then over the last 4 days, my mom kept saying she was going to bring me some magnesium because she's got some really good
oh
stuff.
wow,
And over the last 4 nights, I've literally, like, when I fall this, when I'm really, really tired and I'm forcing myself to stay awake for whatever reason, I start to get muscle twitches in my legs, like in
me
my
too.
lower legs. And like, they'll kick and it's just, they get uncomfortable and squirrely. I would be fast asleep and that would start happening to my legs over the last couple of days. And it would wake me up. And the immediate thought I'd have upon waking up was, I need magnesium. Like,
Oh wow,
and it
okay,
was like,
that's
okay,
really
like I
good.
have to stop ignoring these, like, because it started with like I would hear something on the radio about something magnesium, or
Hmm.
my dad would call me and talk about, oh, I was researching and I knew magnesium. People like it would just come into my field, but I was ignoring it, and it was
Okay,
over and over until it literally started waking me up at night, like I need magnesium.
okay,
And
I got you.
so if you're seeing jogging, that's the thing that's missing. That's what you've
Okay,
got to do to get
okay.
moving. And that might be just be a starting point. Jogging might make you jog to a gym and
Hmm.
see a weight bench. You know what I mean? Like
I've been
just
getting that too. I've
start
been getting that
start
too.
with start with the one thing that's in your face all the time. Jogging, okay, let's start doing that.
I'm trying to get the energy to want to
Sometimes
do
we
it
don't
though.
want to do the things that are in our face. Like, and for me too, it's going to the gym. Even somatic breathwork, which you just brought, or somatic, that keeps coming
Hmm.
up, and I'm like, you just said it now. Before it was inner child healing. There's always things that it's always the things I don't want to do. It's like I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, I know that's what I need to do, but it's like, but that's related to the shadow work. Probably has to do with
Yeah.
releasing.
Hmm.
Yeah, it.
Releasing the beliefs and like I heard another really awesome thing from Steve Nobel the other day. He was talking about the things that will do us the most good and elevate us to our highest levels are unfortunately the things that we tend to have the most resistance to. And our egos will find every reason under the sun why we don't need that
Yeah.
and why we're good without it.
It wants to bring
And
you back to your normal state because
it wants
basically
you
that's
to,
out of your comfort zone, and that's what you need to do to be that different version. But then it's like, oh, let's go back to this. Like it's
and
it's
it
a
goes
pain.
back to what you were
Man.
saying with the pattern interrupt, right? Like
Yeah.
it
Hmm.
doesn't matter how much you feel you don't want to do it. Get up and pattern interrupt. Do it.
Cause
If you
that's
do
what
it
it
within
is. It's like
five
the battle with the
seconds, yeah,
body.
yeah, do it within five
Yeah,
seconds is what I heard.
yeah.
Like
If you
that's
have
yeah,
the thought, yeah, like Diana's saying, 5 seconds, like immediately, like, oh wait, I just saw a guy jogging. That reminds me I should go jogging.
Mm.
You know what? I'm gonna go put my shoes on and go do it right now. Even if you go around the block,
it's
like
still
Hmm.
something. It's getting
jog to the
started. Yeah, it's
jog to the end
starting,
of the corner.
starting a pattern, new pattern.
You don't
Okay.
even have to make a commitment of how far you're gonna go. Just put your shoes on and leave the door. Like,
Okay.
you
Yeah,
know,
because it's like I done so much spiritual work, right?
yeah,
I done
now it's
done a lot
physical.
of astral work.
It's that
There you
physical,
go.
man.
It's
It's like the
physical.
battle
It's
with the
battle
body now.
timing. Yeah, your
Yeah,
body's trying to catch up to all the other work you've been doing,
Yeah.
and your spiritual is giving you the signs. It's putting it in your face, but your body's not registering.
Then that's
Start
how I
like I
feel.
know you're really aware, right? So just shift your awareness to what does my body want to show me? What does
Okay.
my body need? Because
Okay.
you know what your mind needs, you know what your soul needs, you know all of you know how
Mm-hmm.
to work that. Just bring it back
Mm-hmm.
down into this. Bring it into your vessel.
Okay. And
Ask
that's
the
that's
same
that's what I'm
questions you're
working with
asking
too.
out there. bring it inward and see what you need there.
That's what I'm working with too. And
And
I'm
the body
trying
will
so
tell you.
hard.
The body has a
Hmm.
really loud voice, and
Yeah,
it will tell you.
yeah, and it'll show you because that's
Show you
what
absolutely.
when I've been doing meditation, I keep seeing myself jogging and doing jumping jacks and push-ups, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? So I'm kind of looking at that like maybe that was the future me, and I just didn't get it. You
That's
feel
what
me?
it's
So
asking you
that's
to do
that's what it's
now.
wanting me to do like right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I think I give it what it wants once I ooh wee. Once I learn how to just tap in, man, and get the energy to do it, because it's like the want is there. Like I've done so much breath work to the point where my whole torso starting to shape up to how I'm breathing, and I'm like, I did not know that can happen with the body. You see
Oh
what I'm
yeah, you
saying?
can
Look
change
how
the
much
shape
weight I
of your.
lost. I lost a lot of weight though.
Yeah, you
And
did
it's
Really
lose
like
a
good.
lot of weight.
it's from meditating, doing breath work, deep breath work, to the point where I be shown certain things and I just break down crying. But I get it though. You
It's
see what I'm
emotional
saying?
weight
Because
you're releasing. Emotional weight.
yeah.
Emotional weight's
So
heavy, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
and trying to learn that by myself. You feel me? Doing everything the spirit is telling me to do, and yet still trying to find the right terminology for it, the right thing, what to call it. Yeah, this has been a blessing to me because so once I, how about this? Is there a certain vegetable or a certain fruit that you can eat that will get energy? I'm curious because I
Irish sea
gotta
moss.
know.
I've been messing with the Irish sea moss recently. That's a whole nother level, man. I've been doing like anything with superfoods. I have a lot of superfoods. I drink this Organifi stuff. It's a little expensive. This green, I do a lot of green juices or just but Irish sea moss, you're only supposed to do a certain amount. I think I need if you research into Irish sea moss, you might want to research into it. I just started taking that
There's
recently. It tastes nasty, like the raw. I'm not talking about the pill. I'm talking about the raw. Like it tastes like
Oh
sea
wow.
salt, but it awakens. It gives me like I almost feel like I took something like a substance or something, but
Yeah,
it's
I've
like
been
it's
seeing a lot
yeah.
about sea moss too. I follow
And you say
sea
green drinks,
moss.
Diana?
I do like superfoods and any kind of superfoods. I have this green juice. I do like cold pressed green juice. That's more of a natural. But there's also this green Organifi stuff.
Mhm.
It's a little expensive, but that has a bunch of superfoods. I'm drinking it right now. Actually, it gives me a little bit of a boost. It has sometimes it has like even matcha is good if you drink like matcha tea or something. If you're looking for stuff that
Okay.
gives you energy, like clean energy. So there's anything like superfood related, like I fuck with. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Another
Because
thing too, because our bodies are all very individual and it's a very personal thing, what each of us needs.
It's different,
Um,
yeah.
you can go into meditation and you can ask yourself, like, ask body, show me
Yeah.
what foods
yeah, they gonna
will
show me something
benefit
I don't
you.
want to eat though.
That's probably a better, yeah.
Yeah. Just go in and ask your body, what is it that you need? What
Okay.
Avocado is good. Avocado helps me a
Okay.
lot. It raises my vibration. I don't know, something about avocado. When I get cravings, my body's always telling me, I get a whole pack of avocados. Me and Shane will eat them, and like we feel really good, like eating them.
Yeah. But yeah, if you just ask your body in meditation, what show me what you need right now. Show me what you're lacking. What do you
Yeah.
want and need most?
Mhm.
And it will show you. Another thing you can do too at a grocery store, um, you can do muscle testing while holding food. So if you're trying to pick out what you want to eat for that week, say you're in the produce section and you're not sure if something's going to give you more energy or less, hold it up to your heart space and ask, is this like, breathe, take a couple deep breaths, hold it, breathe into the, like, try to breathe into the fruit, connect to the fruit or the vegetable that you're holding. Take a couple of deep breaths in and ask, is this food right for me? Stand with like your back straight, your feet shoulder width apart. If it's right for you, your nose will gently be peeled forward and you'll almost feel like you're going to fall forward. If it's not, you'll almost feel like you're going to fall backwards. It's the craziest thing, but it works.
And I'm taking notes, y'all. I'm taking notes of
I am
this.
There's
too,
some,
yeah. We always
yeah,
Yeah,
learn a lot. It's
I'm
good to learn, man. There's always something we can
hmm
learn, you know? Like, we do a lot in the spiritual stuff, but there's a lot with
yeah,
your emotional state, your mental. Like, I think physical, I'm with you, Solomon. Like,
yeah, with
physical
the
is the
physical
thing that,
state.
like, I've done a lot of inner work, you know, even getting off the substances and all this stuff, but now I still feel
Hmm
like my body is the slowest to catch up. And even the weight I've been trying to lose for a while, been trying to just get a little bit more fit. And it's like, I just feel
Yeah.
like it's emotional. Like, I feel like it's tough and my body doesn't want to release it. So I'm trying other ways to like release that too because I feel like the
hmm
physical is the only thing that needs to be and I want to exercise more but I also feel a lot of resistance. I just do a lot of nature stuff since I like being in nature. I'll just integrate. Sometimes I don't want to go to the gym. Sometimes I'm on the mood to be around people and like do all
Straight
that.
up.
Sometimes like I'll just even like I went on a walk today. I'll just go in nature. I go hiking. I'm by the mountains now so I can do that kind of stuff but I just force myself
so
to do something yeah.
I don't know if everybody's frozen right now. I just got like a
Oh,
Yeah, it froze for a second right
it
here
did
too.
for a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
Diana's a little bit frozen too.
yeah.
Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, oh well, I lost it.
It'll come back. It'll come
I
back.
hope so. I hope so. It was really good. I was like, oh, this is perfect.
That's how it is. We on that frequency right
Yeah.
now. Man, I thank y'all so much for sharing this with me because I've been sitting here and I've been looking and I've been looking. I've been
Hold
forced
on.
to look at myself. That's
Yeah.
one of the most hardest battles I go through right now. Just looking at myself and seeing this new body, but used to seeing a chubby body. Feel me? Like and it builds up a fear, right? To not want to gain that weight back. You see, like to want to keep doing something right. But I feel like and I wasn't never the type of person that believed in the blockages and the energy block. I was like, man, there's something going on with this. But now that I've been like so self aware of myself, aware of what the breath work is doing to my body physically. Like my body is morphing all
Mhm.
from doing breath work, meditation, deep breath, hold it in, breathe it out. You know, breathing from the from the diaphragm and the abdomen. Like when you start learning how to do those different breath techniques, your
Yeah.
body forms and it
Yeah.
shapes. And I'm like, okay, but I catch myself losing muscle, right? And spirit showing because you're too far up, you too high up in the elements. You only
Yeah, you
doing
gotta come
everything
back
in.
down to ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get what I'm
I
saying.
go barefoot in nature all the time. That really helps me. I just go in the grass, like just I go barefoot. I ground myself. I do earthing a lot. Yeah, and even putting my
Earthing.
feet in water. If I find a stream outside, I'll go stand in some. I know Sarah does stuff with moss and stuff. And by the way,
Okay.
alkaline water is something that I've been drinking that I feel a lot better, a little more energy drinking alkaline water as opposed to like even spring water. It's another thing too.
Yeah,
Hmm.
especially in the
Really?
States, water quality down there is.
Costco, I can get alkaline water for a really cheap price, like a 18 pack for like $11. But a lot of times it is a little more expensive if you see like Essentia at the
Mm.
stores. But even just try going to like a 7-Eleven or even and just getting like Essentia. Like I do alkaline water like 9.5 or like 10 pH and 9 pH. It's different. I
Okay.
feel different when I. Some people say do structure water. Some people do reverse osmosis. I mean, there's different levels to it. But
There's all
Yeah.
alkaline,
kinds of,
I
yeah,
feel
there's
better with
live
alkaline
water.
water. I feel healthier. It's supposed to be good. It
Mm.
has a lot of health benefits. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, alkaline water
Hmm.
is very good.
Goodness
It's better
gracious.
to if you can get yourself like an alkaline water filter
Mm.
for your tap. It's better for the planet because you're not like
I won't drink
got
tap. I have my thing
everything.
about tap water, but yeah,
Well, I know, but
I do too, but
what it
I ball
is
it.
like
I ball it.
it's a filter that you put on the tap and it
yeah,
alkalizes and cleans out the water coming from your tap.
Mm.
So it's just better for the planet because you're not using plastic.
Okay.
So
Okay.
or even
yeah.
like a
Um.
Brita water filter. At least something to filter out something. I don't know if
Yeah.
that really
Yeah.
works, but I just do more alkaline
The
now. But it gets expensive. I know. I mean, everything
Yeah,
has a damn cost. Yeah,
Berkey filters are another good option. They are the type of filters where it's like you fill it up with tap water and it fills itself. Like
Mm.
it just like cleans itself and alkalizes itself. And they're really good filters. They're more reasonably priced. There's also Kagan water filters as well. Those ones have
I
the
heard about
ability.
those.
I really want to get one of those. It has the ability to produce live water, which,
Wow.
yeah, I really, really want to get one. Live water is the best that you can get because it's not missing any of the minerals that water is supposed to have in it, and it's really alkaline as well.
Hmm.
So, but
That's
those
not
machines
bad.
are those are like $3,500. So they're pretty pricey, but it's worth it
I heard
because
about it.
every day.
Hmm.
So,
Okay. I'm gonna start getting on it. Is there
yeah.
any type of way you can remove blockages from your body? Because I'm starting to believe in blockages now. I didn't for a long time.
Yeah, there is. That's part of what I do in my sessions actually
Oh,
is
I'm
really?
into Reiki. I know not everybody likes it, but it has really helped me. Like I like more like doing like going to a shaman, doing like shamanic Reiki sessions. But I even have a girl that I do an online Reiki session with. She's from a full time purpose group. She lives in the
Mhm.
UK, and I've done just even online, and it was actually pretty
Do
good
you
price
feel it?
session. And oh yeah, you feel the energy moving through. I mean, Sarah's given me Reiki session before. I've had it from other people. Like you feel like she's to help me with. I had a lot of stuff in my sacral chakra because anytime you have any kind of anything sexual trauma or like emotional trauma, all that stuff. Sacral chakra is something I always. I have past life stuff. When I got my Akashic record from like a lot of stuff in my sacral, and that's a so like I mean. Reiki's been really beneficial, but you have to find someone you connect with that does good sessions. Sarah's done a good session for me. Other people have. In person is powerful too. They even use the crystals. I mean, see someone whose energy you connect with. I would look at if you're going
Yeah.
somewhere in person. I would go look them up, see how you feel. We're intuitive, so yeah, I can kind of look at someone and say, man, do I want this? Do I want connect my energy with this
Yeah.
person or not? I have to be someone I trust, and
I
so
know somebody, but it's like,
you have to be
okay,
open to
Yeah,
so,
receive it,
so,
though. Yeah, you have to be
you
open to
can call
receive.
okay,
me
so
too if
yeah,
you want,
but
Sullivan. Like, we can go
okay.
over some stuff if you
The
want.
thing
Yeah,
about it is, thank you so much. I appreciate it. The
yeah,
thing is, when I started feeling something, it made me back up because I didn't know what it was, and
yeah.
I
And
don't
if
just
you're a little bit
share energy like that.
disconnected from the body, that's gonna happen too. The moment you notice a blockage, it's gonna
Mm.
make you feel like uncomfortable or something's not right, especially if you're
Okay,
disconnected.
It's
It
helped me a
doesn't,
lot, a lot. Reiki has
yeah, it
like been
doesn't.
okay,
really yeah.
Yeah,
because that's what
feeling
I
that
feel
doesn't
it is.
necessarily mean it's bad. It just means that it wants to be looked at.
Okay,
It's ready to be sorted out. So,
okay.
yeah,
So
we can
so
go
so.
we can go a little bit deeper and I can like share some techniques with you because I
Okay.
know that you're very self-based and
Mm.
I don't want to do it for you unless it's something that is like actually needs physical removal, which I also do. Um, but yeah, I can teach you like because I know you're super aware, I would do things differently with you,
Mhm.
and I would just teach you how to go through it on your own. So we can do that in private, so it's
Okay.
not a whole
Okay.
other show on its own.
Yeah, cause yeah,
Yeah.
cause I know
But
for
it'll
a
be like
fact
a
it's
whole hour
something.
of us talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool, and I appreciate this.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. No
gotta
problem.
go, guys. I gotta
Yeah,
go,
I
but
think we had a good session, so I think we can sign off. Oh yeah,
this has
so
been beautiful and very educational. Very educational. I want to do another one. You know
yeah,
Yeah,
what I
that
let's
would
do
mean?
be
another one
good.
soon, and we can go on life theories too.
Hmm.
So I guess everyone, thanks for tuning in. And Solomon, if you want to tell people where they can find you, I know where to find both of y'all. But if you guys want to any business you want to promote or social medias or anything,
uh, Solomon King on Facebook, Solomon King 0524 Instagram, Solomon King 50 on TikTok. I'm working on getting my website back up and running for streaming and all that. But for
oh
right
cool.
now, that's what y'all can reach me on.
And Sarah, how about you?
I can be found on TikTok and Instagram at Big Soul Healing, and I do also have a link tree as well, same name, Big Soul Healing. And I'm live on Instagram every Sundays now at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with Big Soul Sundays, and we will be doing a new topic every single week, going over basically my journey into becoming a self healer and what that means for me and how people watching can become self healers themselves. So
Oh
I'll be
wow.
leading guided meditations and practices and a little bit of short story time and Q&A. So
Okay, one more question before we go.
yeah,
So, do you believe anybody can be a healer?
yeah,
Is that
I believe we are all healers and we
Yeah,
all have the innate ability within us to heal.
yeah,
And
yeah, for
it's
sure.
up to us how much we want to experience that in this
mm,
lifetime. So I really do believe we are all healers in some way, shape, or form. Some people are here to help people heal relationships or help themselves heal
mm,
relationships. Some people are here to help you heal your physical body. we are all healers in some way, shape, or form. It's up to us to go inward and decide what that means for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. If I can ask you all a million questions. It feels good to just watch and see the feminine do their work and to learn. You feel me? And I
And we learn
appreciate
from
this.
you guys too. Yeah, I think it's a good. We all need each other. It's good that
Mm-hmm.
we can work together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, anyway, I guess we're going to sign off here of Trailblazers of the Universe podcast. So if you're watching or if you're listening on podcast, make sure to follow and like and give a 5-star rating where applicable. And if you're on YouTube, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons and make sure to follow their pages as well. I'm also going to link Solomon and Sarah's pages and their channels and even mine and all my information in the description of the video or the podcast. So everybody, make sure to protect your energy now, stay in your heart space. And we are signing off, Trailblazers of the Universe. Have a good day. Namaste.
Have a good day. Namaste.